Hi, hello, and welcome to another weekly weigh-in video. This is week 27. Crazy. And this week was a very different week because this week I had changed steps to do TDRB. So if you want to hear about how my week went, the ups, the downs, what loss I got on TDRB, then keep watching. So if you're new here, hello, hi, my name is Rachel and I've been losing weight on the One-to-One Diet by Cambridge Weight Plan for 27 weeks now. For the majority of that time I did step 1B, flirted around with step 2, and in total in 6 months lost 6.5 stone. Last week then I decided that I wanted a bit of a boost. Wanted to try something new, wanted to see if I could elevate my losses slightly. And so I decided to step down to Step TDR, Total Diet Replacement. These are slightly different products. They're formulated slightly differently, slightly lower calorie, slightly lower carb. And they're used for many different reasons within the plan. Some people who have medical conditions use these products, and other people use it maybe nearing the end of their journey to get a little boost and to see if it can speed their losses up or give them slightly larger losses, which is exactly why I did it. I've got some goals coming up in September and October, so I really want to get to goal if I can by that date. So I just wanted to see if I could do something that sped my losses up a little bit. So last week I lost £3, I believe, which was amazing after a £1 loss the week before. And this week, my first week on TDR, I lost £5. Sorry, what? £5. I am literally buzzing. I can't believe it. And I tell you for why. So the first reason I can't believe it is because I've had such a stressful week. And if you watch my Q&A on Sunday, I put it, I do a Q&A every Sunday on my stories and I save it to my highlights. So feel free to go through, there's loads of questions in there and answers and tidbits of information. And I did speak in my Q&A about how stress impacts weight losses and how it can be detrimental to your weight loss. And I do find that, and I've been really stressed this week with one thing and another. We had some issues with Poppy's nursery, which have been resolved now, but they caused a real stressful week for me. I even got an ulcer. I was very run down. So yeah, it was a very stressful week, and I knew that was going to impact my loss. Wow, I say I knew I lost £5. It's amazing. But as well as that, I am during my period next week, and I always bloat the week before my period, not like the week of. So then I was like, brilliant, I've done TDR this week, I had a really stressful week, and it's that time of the month next month. And I kind of was expecting maybe £2 or £3, which I would have been happy with, like, to be honest, because it's still like consistent. And I was like, oh, I'll see it on the scales next week. But to lose £5, I haven't lost £5 in I don't know how long. And to lose £5 at this point of my journey, it's just mind-boggling to me. Like, it's just absolutely crazy. So that means, I literally can't believe this. Oh my God, I just felt myself welling out. What is wrong with me? That means I now am 12 stone, 9.5 pounds. So I am £2 off 7 stone lost. I cannot believe it. I'm going to get that 7 stone next week. Like, and my magnets will once again be out of order on my fridge. But I just can't believe it. I literally can't believe it's happened. I cannot believe I'm in the 12s. I cannot ever remember as an adult. I can't remember a kid. So I vividly remember as a kid when I went to Swimming World when I was like 13. I was 13, 7.5 pounds. That number is like etched in my brain, which is sad really, isn't it? And that was when I was 13. So to be nearly a stone lighter now is just it's been emotional this week with nursery and everything. And then this morning I was like, I'm so proud of myself that I've got through this week. I've stuck to it during such a hard week, and I've done it, and I've like got my prize at the end. Like, there's just no feeling like this, guys. Like, seriously, there is just no feeling like this. And this is what I mean when I say this plan builds your self-belief, it builds your self-confidence. Like, I look back and I think, who was I to say that I couldn't do this when I can? Like, I am doing it. And that's why my ethos is not you will try, not you'll give it a go, like, you will. And that's always been what I've said to myself, you will do this. There is no questions. And even though this week was really tough, I remember sitting, I think it was like my second or third day on TDR, and I was just like, you're doing it, Rach. Like, you will do this. So stop, like, don't even let things enter your head to say that you won't, because you are doing it. There is no, like, you'll try. because it was hard. Guys, I felt like I've been on my first weekend. Those first 5 days, oh, they were tough. Like, I really, really felt it. I was tired, I was lethargic. Obviously, I was really worn down on top of that anyway from stuff that was going on in my personal life. But it's just been so worth it. And I've come out the other end now. Like, the last kind of 2 or 3 days, I've had no hunger. I've gone into ketosis, got no hunger, loads of energy again. Like, I feel back to be how I feel normally on plan. And that's a really important point to say, is I did test to see if I was in ketosis purely out of interest. Like, I'm just a curious little being. And when I started it, I was not. So yes, some people on the core range will go into ketosis, but it's not the be all end all. I still had suppressed hunger, increased energy, and that's just from the products. That's just from how well formulated this plan is. Ketosis is a nice little bonus, but if you're like me and you're not somebody that goes into ketosis easily, it took me 5 days on TDR to go into ketosis. Like, it's not, my body is just not something it naturally wants to do, I guess. Ignore my work email there. But you don't need to. It is not the be all end all. But it's a nice little cheeky bonus now we're on the TDR product. So I will be sticking to TDRB this week, which is 4 TDR products. If I'm honest, yesterday I had 3 because I forgot, and then I looked and it was 8 o'clock at night and I was like, for my height, my BMI, for everything, I can have 3 or 4 products, but you would need to check with your consultant because it's very like scientific how they work it out. Like, it's all based on your personal health kind of details and your height and your weight and your BMI. So my BMI means I can do either 3 or 4. So some days I just have 3, and if I feel like I need that extra one, I have that extra one if I need it. It will not surprise you that I mainly am having vanilla shakes as lattes and peanut crispy bars. And I feel like the peanut crispy bars, they do taste different, I've decided. I thought they didn't taste that different to begin with, they do. But they taste like Rocky, do you remember Rocky chocolate bars? That's what they taste like to me, the chocolate tastes like that. It's really nice actually. But the vanilla shake, I literally can taste no difference. It's exactly the same. I water my shakes down anyway, which is probably why, if they're slightly thinner, I don't really notice. So yes, going on to week 2 on TDR B/A, just TDR, and really, really excited to see what this week brings. I can't even imagine what my loss next week will be, but if I can get that £2 to get that 7 stone, I'm just going to be literally buzzing. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. So yes, that is 27 weeks, 6 stone, 12 pounds lost. So from 19 stone, 7.5 pounds, a very sad, sorry Rachel, on the 28th of December, to 12 stone, 9.5 pounds, a very bubbly, happy Rachel, on the 6th of July. It's no time at all to change your life, really, is it? So yeah, hope everyone's had a good week. If you're watching this today, I am going live with the beautiful Siobhan later. We've literally had the same lives, like parallel universe lives. It's crazy. So it'll probably get a bit deep. There'll probably be some like deeper subjects that we cover off, because when we voice note, it is a therapy session. So I'm looking forward to that. If you are watching this in the future, then that live will be saved on my page, so feel free to go and watch it. So yes, thank you so much as always for all of your support, your kind comments, your word of encouragement. If you have any questions, my inbox is always open, and if you want to get started on plan, I will include my beautiful Gemma's details down below so you can get in contact with her and get signed up. But yes, I hope everyone has a fantastic day.